Okay, we're going to get started. Again, there's hot coffee back there.
Okay.
And we also have delicious cookies from No Limits Cafe. And also Gary Galman brought cookies today. Thank you very much.
Don't make me laugh because I'm joking. Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Oh, okay, Dan.
Can you see okay? Okay.
Hey.
Hey, Danny, what's happening?
Not much.
Ready to have a good time?
Yes.
Katie, ready to have some fun?
Yeah, that's
We're going
it.
to be talking about the No Limits story, all this great stuff, right? We got a nice show ready to get going here in a minute. So, ready for our man there? You ready to go? You want to count down? Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate everyone being here. My name is Terrence Wall. I am your humble host of the ChamberCast today in concert with Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce. I want to really express our appreciation for everyone who's here in person, and also we're streaming live. So feel free to share what you're going to learn here today. It's going to be a wonderful, fantastic meeting. And we also want to thank all of our sponsors that you see right here for the Monmouth Regional Chamber. You see Seniors Helping Seniors, Dill Dinkers Pickleball, Two River Technology, Mazda Recycling, Vigian Property Group, Keller Williams Central Monmouth, Carol Stillwell Hansen, Netflix, Gelman Images, and also we have Brookdale Community College, one of the top community colleges in the country, Senior Helpers, Dave & Buster's, and Jeannie Wall Media tap into. So thank you all for being here today. We really appreciate you being here. You know, we're really in the birthplace of invention, right? The birthplace of Nobel Prize winners, brilliant minds, the place of discovery and adventure. And really, our topic today, we're talking about neurodiversity. How diverse do you get from neurologically than all the brilliance that's right here in this room historically of people who operate and think on a different level and with very unique ways and very unique capabilities. It's really terrific and amazing, isn't it? And here we're right in a birthplace of invention and creativity and growth and development, which ties perfectly into our guests that are here today and what they're doing and how barriers are being broken across the country, where folks are expanding the world and also educating everyone about how we're one community and one family moving forward together. I'd like to welcome everyone to the April 2026 ChamberCast with Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce, and I'll also thank Ralph Zucker, the visionary behind Bellworks and the fantastic things that are going here. Beautiful Bellworks in Homedale. Neurodivergence works. And that's what we're learning here today even further. We're featuring fantastic guests who are making positive changes in our local landscape through neurodiversity understanding and appreciation, and also job training and placement, and the incredible path forward for folks to completely engage in the world and bring so much value to others and so much value to this place that we call home. I want to welcome Noreen Kane, Director of Lifelong Learning and Community Outreach at Brookdale Community College, and also Executive Director for the Center for Adult Training. We're also thrilled to have Stephanie Cartier, co-founder of No Limits Cafe, and her daughter Katie Cartier, the inspiration for No Limits Cafe, inspiring all of us. She is also a star employee at Chick-fil-A and Hazlitt. That is the go-to destination for so many people. I know the lines. Are you making those lines go out the door so it's so busy, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
How long have you been working there?
Let's just say about 3 years from now. I think I started like in July, kind of like in the summer.
Liking it?
Yeah, it's going good.
It's one of the fantastic places where they say, my pleasure. Even if we're a difficult customer, my pleasure, you know? So anyway, that's a great story. Katie's also a swim coach and is also the inspiration for No Limits Cafe, as you mentioned earlier. We also have Dawn Factor Pincus and her son, Danny. Danny, you're a cool cat.
Yes.
You sure are. That's right. So they co-authored a book, The Guide to Surviving Middle School with Autism, and a heck of a lot of pizza. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're glad that you're here as well, and Mom is here too. So really, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, really, we're glad everyone's here. We're here to learn, and we're here to embrace the community together. And so what we'd like to do is go around the room, if we can, Jeannie, so the folks can introduce themselves, and then we'll jump right in.
Thanks, Terrence. So before we start going around the room, I just want to make an announcement. One of the individuals that was with us from the very beginning of this program, Sherry LaRosa, and she has since moved to Florida, has authored 2 books. One is Ringtail Raffi, Mindfulness in Madagascar, and her latest one is Enchanting the Sea with My ADHD. And she's really helping so many families with autism acceptance, which is important to talk about today because this is Autism Acceptance Month. And we are going to be raffling off her newest book, Enchanting the Sea with My ADHD. And when I go around, if you give me one of your business cards, or I have little pieces of paper if you need one, we're going to raffle off her latest book at the end of this segment. Thank you. Oh, and this is a special guy. Gary, I want to thank you for all the work, how you help us with the videos every month. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I've heard my name so much today. Thank you. Gary Gelman, Gelman Images, founded the company in 1989 and joined the Chamber in 1990. That's a long time ago. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Chris. I am the serving director of the Princeton Bhaktivedanta Institute, a nonprofit that focuses on the intersection of science, philosophy, and religion. And I have a wellness business that we just started up again that has drum circles in downtown Freehold. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Therese Rolke, and I am the retired executive director of this awesome chamber. Thank you.
Thank you, Therese. Woo!
Hi, good morning. I'm Gail Bonus. I'm the chamber administrator of this amazing, great chamber, the Monmouth Regional Chamber. I want to thank Jeannie and Terrence for all you do with the ChamberCast every month.
Thank
Pleasure.
you so much.
Hi, Joanna Cheevers, Atrium, with their HR Advisory Division. I'm the VP of HR Advisory, and we're right upstairs in Bellworks.
That's convenient. Thank you.
I'm Cara Isabel. I work on Joanna's team, so same organization.
Wonderful. If anyone has business cards for me for the raffle, thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Renee Gargiulo. I'm from DPI Paper Solutions, and we provide paper and janitorial supplies to restaurants, assisted living facilities, and on and on and on.
That's an important role, right? How often do we use paper?
Good morning, Sherilyn Przlomski. I'm the HR director at Community Affairs and Resource Center, and also on this wonderful chamber board.
Good morning. I'm Tara Demyanovich. I sit on the board for the chamber, and I am also the community liaison for Peaceful Pines Memory Care, located on Highway 34 in Aberdeen.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Heidi Clark, the longtime friend of the Cartiers, and I'm a retired special ed teacher.
Hi, my name is Dorothea. I'm the co-owner of Zando Financial and the co-founder of the Victor Zando Foundation.
Hi, my name is Brian Locks, and I am the junior partner in Zando Financial.
Very junior.
My name is Vincent. I work at Lemons Cafe.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you. You made my day now. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Linda Argiro. My son, Vincent Argiro. I'm a retired paraprofessional. Vincent has been with No Limits, I believe, from the beginning. And he enjoys working there.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Georgette Abinator. I go by Gigi. I'm the daughter of Jeannie and Terrence. And I'm also studying to be a music therapist, so I'm very passionate about working with people of all abilities and people who are just neurodivergent in general.
Hi, I'm Teddy Wall. I go to middle school here in Homedale at William R. Sat School, and I'm the son of my mom and dad, Jeannie and Terrence.
Thank you, honey.
Hi, my name is Paul Thurston. I'm from Team Marketing, and my intention is to help develop, deliver, maintain, and manage customer experience for my customers.
Thank you, Paul.
I love Jeannie and Terrence for what they're doing. Thank you so much. What a wonderful family. I'm Ori. I do e-commerce website with Shopify.
Wonderful, thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Frank Durasmo. I'm a managing partner with Lionheart Wealth Management. And we know a lot of people have life going on where you're focused on taking care of your family and enjoying yourself. And we help you to live your life by design, by making sure your finances are in order so you can do what you want with your life.
Derek Swanner with Two River Wealth Management Group over on West Front Street in Red Bank. And very similar to Frank, we help clients figure out what's most important to them, and we design a plan to get them from point A to point B. It's been an awesome experience to work with so many families that are looking to either retire sooner or work through their retirement years, but we help figure out what's most important to them, and we put that on paper and we help them get there. Thanks again for letting me be here.
Hello everyone, I am Monica Jain from Care Patrol. I'm certified senior advisor and certified dementia practitioner. We help families and seniors to find independent assisted memory care communities and senior living options which are safer and which save finances as well. And I'm also senior resource for any care need as it arises. Maybe someone needs power of attorney, financial advice, junk collector. Because I network with senior resources, I'm able to provide them. Thank you. Our services are free.
Hi, my name is Alexandra. I am the creator behind Raising the Spectrum, a local community of moms that raise kids on the spectrum.
Hi, I'm Aloysia. I'm on this board as well, of the Chamber, and I'm an independent insurance advisor. And guess what? The insurance companies work for me. Why is that? Because I find the insurance companies that find the best rates for you. And I also coach tennis and also play the piano, by the way.
Thank you,
Also
Al.
playing that piano
Woo!
out there in the morning. Thank you, Al.
Thank you.
ITA.
Thank you for being here.
Hi, I'm Nancy Gant. My son TJ has been with No Limit since the beginning, even maybe before the beginning. And I'm a local realtor, and we're very, very, very happy to have No Limits around.
That's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Elliot Cohen. I am a business education and internship coordinator at Homedale High School, and I have a couple of great students with me today.
Hi, I'm Jolie Sedita. I go to Homedale High School.
Hi, I'm Allison Christian. I'm a junior at Homedale High School.
Hi, I'm Leah D'Amico. I'm a junior at Homedale High School, and I'll be interning with third grade special education next year.
Wonderful.
Good morning. My name is Tracy Cardello. I am a holistic therapist and coach, and I help people heal the patterns in their life that they thought they were stuck with.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Rodriguez. I'm in Luxury Jet Management is my company. We do charter and acquisitions, but most importantly, I'm here to support my friend Dawn and her awesome book.
Good morning. My name is Judy Musa. I'm with HabCorp. I'm the Director of Communications. We're the largest provider of supportive housing for the homeless at the Jersey Shore. 99% of the people that we support and service have some sort of disability or special need. So this particular topic is very important to us and how we are best able to serve folks that are on the spectrum. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Eliana Jaskowski, and I am a financial services professional. So my goal is to help you in every stage of your life, whether that is individually, families, businesses. I want to be there for your college graduation, to your new job, to your house, to your retirement. If you ever need anything, please let me know.
Laura Ansi from Brookdale Community College. I'm the communications director. We have some great neurodivergent programs.
Good morning. I'm Susan Pagano, the Executive Director of Continuing and Professional Studies at Brookdale, and I also serve on the board of the Chamber.
Hi, my name is Jess Nolan. I am a special education teacher and also an instructor at the Center for Adult Transition at Brookdale.
Hi, I'm Ashley Vignola. I work under Noreen at Brookdale Community College for the Center for Adult Transition.
Did I get everyone back here? And I'm Jeannie Wall, the owner of Tap Into, publishing news every day in Monmouth County for about 70,000 readers a year. So I offer wonderful marketing opportunities for every business and organization. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So let's get right into it. You know, life is about no limits, right? And we have No Limits Cafe here. Stephanie, can you share the story of No Limits Cafe? And Katie, what inspired the name No Limits Cafe?
Actually, they take it from my high school quote, which is "Don't Limit Me" by Megan Baumgart from A&E from Born This Way, and they take my quote as no limits, and it was truly inspiring to me.
That's wonderful. And so the story and the business and the location, can you give us let us know, Stephanie, or Katie, tell us about the business and tell us how it's moving along.
So No Limits Cafe is a nonprofit cafe in Middletown, New Jersey, across from Whole Foods, that employs adults with intellectual disabilities. Currently we have 34 adults with intellectual disabilities that we employ and 5 neurotypical adults. We also have a food truck. We do catering. We have parties at the restaurant. We are there for all of your needs, but my little plug. But what No Limits Cafe is a place where people with intellectual disabilities who cannot find employment elsewhere due to the 80% unemployment rate for this population can work and succeed because we know they can do it. We've seen with our own daughter Katie all that she can accomplish. They just needed opportunity. So my husband and I started No Limits Cafe, and we have seen these amazing men and women grow into these beautiful members of society that contribute to society. And oh, look, TJ's smiling. And it has been a blessing. And the goal is for everybody else here to hire people with intellectual disabilities. You come to No Limits Cafe and you see what these employees can do, which is everything that you and I can do. They just might need more time or help and support to get there. And how we found the building, actually Nancy Gant, who was here with her son TJ, she's a real estate agent, and she found the location for us. So that's...
And you also have training programs, right, on site as well. And for businesses in Bellworks and elsewhere that are watching, that are inspired by what they're hearing, how do they get involved, and how do they implement change in their own workspaces?
So we have a training program because every day we have people coming to us looking for a job with an intellectual disability, and we can't employ any more people. So we started a training program, and what's different about our training program, it's a paid training program. You don't have to pay to go to it or use your budget to go to it. You get paid minimum wage. It's 10 weeks, 100 hours, and here we have our special ed teacher, Heidi Clark, right there. She's the special education teacher for the training program, and we train in front of the house skills, back of the house skills, and mostly, and most importantly, the soft skills that you need to work at a job anywhere. And the goal is we help place these people or help them to place themselves in jobs outside of No Limits Cafe. And then what we think is special about our program is that we follow the employees for an entire year after they leave us. We have a success facilitator, and they work with potential employers and the employee to make sure things are going well. Because we think a big problem is people are willing to hire people with intellectual disabilities, but once they hit a stumbling block or a problem, they have nobody to go to help with getting that problem solved. So we are there for them for a year. And you know, some employers don't want us involved, others want us involved weekly. Sometimes we have to go to work with one of our trainees. We'll do whatever it takes to make it successful. And I'm proud to say that out of our training program, we have placed 72% of our trainees in positions, and they've stayed there for more than a year because this population wants to work, can work, is reliable, and you will have some of the best employees that you could possibly imagine. And that's what we find at No Limits Cafe. And I'm proud to say that since we've opened 6 years ago, most of our employees, 95% of them, are still there. And some work other jobs too, and we've got ourselves so efficient, it's crazy. We have to make more work for them there because they're so good.
And that dovetails so well with the work that you're doing in Brookdale, Noreen Kane. Can you share that story and how this all ties together?
Yes, exactly. So No Limits Cafe, some of our students have had that experience, and it's wonderful. And those are the kind of programs we need to keep growing. So I am the Director of Lifelong Learning at Brookdale Community College, and the Center for Adult Transition falls under that role. It was a state mandate because everybody knows how important the transition from high school to adult life is for this population. And we have a 2-year program. Soft skills are so important. The first year is building that confidence, building that foundation, social skills, and exploration. We find that you have to go out there and do things to discover what you want to do, right? So we love to give as many experiences as possible. And then the second year, we want to lead them on a pathway that will be lasting and be a purposeful and meaningful life. So that's where we start on 3 pathways. One is continuing education, one is job, career readiness, and the other one is community service. So the same thing, we're getting our students, I call them the kids, they're not the young adults, out into the community where they can thrive, and giving the support and the opportunities and the training. It's amazing what they can do. So yes, we're on the same page, fighting the same fight, but it's really, like you said, it's a blessing and an awesome opportunity.
Where do you see it going? I'm sorry. I was just going to say, Nora, where do you see it? And for all of us here, generationally, there's an emerging demand, a larger demand, a call for the training programs and the supports and the integration. What have you seen over the years? Where do you see the opportunities scaling? So the folks that benefit but are not familiar with No Limits Cafe, aren't familiar with the programs and this is part of the reason we have the podcast, to communicate, to help the ripples in the pond, to spread the news. Where do you see it going moving forward as far as the call for more services and more training?
So number one is awareness, which is why something like this is wonderful. And we just see it going, the sky's the limit. It just keeps evolving, and the more we get to know these students, the more we work with them, the more we realize how much they're capable of. We try, and it's very student-driven, so it's very individual, which is why... No? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go on. So I think where it's going, like I said, the sky is the limit. We're learning as we go along, and the opportunities just keep opening up. I just think the sky's the limit. It's the awareness, it's the community, embracing these students and letting them do their thing, because they'll surprise you and impress you every time.
Can I add on
yes,
to that,
please,
if you
please
don't
do.
mind? So what we saw when we first started is we all have soft bigotry of low expectations. We do things for our children, special needs or not, because it's faster for us to do it. It's easier for us to do it. We don't want to frustrate them. It's not coming from a mean place, but what happens is that creates learned helplessness. And because we are always there to catch them when they fall, we don't let them fall. And these people do not get the dignity of risk that we all get. And that is how you grow, when you fail, right? So that's what we saw with all of our employees coming in. They all had learned helplessness, including my own child. I'm no different than anybody else. And what we're finding now is that employers have that soft bigotry of low expectations about themselves. They don't think they have what it takes, or the capabilities, or the time, or the energy to hire people with intellectual disabilities. So we think, as far as going further, the employees, the employers, potential employers, are who needs to be trained to let them know that this is okay, and to get rid of that soft bigotry of low expectations. They have that fear of hiring people with intellectual disabilities because it's not scary, but people think that it is and that they can't do it, but they can. It'll be the best thing that they do. They'll be.
No, it's true, and it's really also just not about no limits. It's about no labels. Right, Katie? You're going to say something?
That's correct. When I first worked there, it was in 2020. Before I went back to college at George Mason, which is in Virginia, and I took a gap year because of COVID, and I still actually don't still work there because of AAA, because like I want to spread my wings a little bit, get away from family for a little while. And which is the funny thing, because like, you know, I want to spread my wings, I want to do something else. So I'm pretty happy what I'm doing, like most of it. But thanks to my mom right next to me, because, you know, she's everything to me, is you know, just being a mom. I respect her parenting. So that's why.
Yeah, and TCNJ is up next, right? Something coming up at TCNJ?
Yeah, so TCNJ, so my, I actually do this kind of management, is sport management. I want to be a swim coach for Special Olympics. That also includes individuals with disabilities. And I actually kind of like it. I've been doing it for 3 years, and still liking.
What's your team?
My team is on the House of Torpedoes, and yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and congratulations on the coaching. We have a coach here, and also we have an author, don't we?
Yep, we do.
Yeah.
And that is
Danny, take it away. Tell us what inspired you to write your book. I mean, I don't know how many authors are here. I know we have one here. So what inspired you, Danny? Tell us about the book.
This book is about middle school with autism and, of course, pizza.
The pizza's the big part, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what inspired you, and how did you put the book together? Did you learn about publishing and different things? You want to share the story to inspire folks?
Yeah. Is my microphone working?
Yes.
Okay. So a few things. We had some road bumps, you know, throughout the years, and I kind of wanted to flip the script. So I didn't want him to be a victim. I wanted everyone to see that, you know, Danny is different, isn't less. It's just different. And, you know, just like you were saying, like there are no limits. You know, these kids could do just what other kids can do. It's just in a different way. I wanted his voice to be shared. I wanted his experiences to be shared. So maybe, you know, somehow people can kind of see their perspective and look at kids on the spectrum or any neurodivergent child differently.
And you know, Danny, if someone read your book, what would be the one thing that you would want them to learn or understand about you or autism?
Well, I want people to understand that my brain works different than others, and I'm not weird, and I'm perfect just the way I am.
And you are. I would tell how proud Mom is of you. And yeah.
So how proud are you, Mom?
Very.
Oh, that's great. And Danny, what are some of the parts of the book that are so interesting to you?
Like handling my emotions and the pizza riddle.
Yeah? Like speaking in public?
Yep.
Do you know how many people don't like speaking in public? And when I met Danny this morning, I'm like, you ready to go? He's like, yeah.
He's better than me.
Right? He was ready to go. Katie, he was ready to go. Stephanie is ready to go. You know, you guys are ready to go. You're like, come on, let's go, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so you're the next generation, right? We're learning from you. We're all learning together. What are some of the things that you'd like to share, Katie, that you want folks to think about when we talk about this wide world we're all in together?
So I want people to take it easy. like, I want them to advocate for themselves. That's an important thing because I have done advocating for myself, and I want that in my future because I have done with public speaking for No Limits, and yeah.
And so what kind of impact would you like this podcast to have on folks that are watching it? Because we have the folks that are here, but also it and usually is watched by thousands of folks because it's on Facebook and YouTube. What would be your message to the people that are watching?
Well, if you're watching right now, I would say take it easy. Take promises of your jobs. And just to be clear with myself that when everything it takes to be so easy, I'd rather just stay focused what you're doing and concentrate on yourself. Just don't be hard on yourself. There's no way to be hard on yourself. The most inspiring thing for me when I just feel down, I just listen to motivation, and that helps me calm down a lot. And I actually love listening to those things, and I'm like, hey, I gotta give myself a good job pat on the back. So that's what I do.
How about you, Danny?
Yep. Me?
Yeah.
Well, what she said.
Ditto.
Yep.
Right?
That's what a ditto is.
Yeah. So how important is it working with your moms on your journey? Like, for example, with your book. Do you have other ideas for other books that you want to write?
Well, we're actually looking forward, but there's always room for another book, which is actually a high school one, which we're actually looking forward to do this year or maybe next year.
Well, that sounds wonderful, right? And so, and as far as when you're hearing the dynamics of as children are going through middle school, going through high school, and that dynamic of transitions, can you speak to some of the opportunities through Brookdale or other programming that help parents? Because some parents, when they get to different birthdays, they have a different set of concerns. Can you speak to that, Nori?
Yeah, sure. That's a perfect segue because one of the big gaps are when they come out of high school. So that is why there was such an initiative to make sure that all community colleges have programs and spaces for these students. Because when you think about it, senior year is such a big year where you're dreaming about what you're going to do and going to college, and some of these students don't have that option. So we try and offer that to them, and the perfect situation is to be on Brookdale. This way they have the center, which is a home of their own, but they're also part of the campus community. So they get to grow and I think develop independence. That's our main focus, because with independence becomes the ability to make choices. And we love when we see them starting to make choices, starting to discover what they want to do, how they want to do it, and what they're willing to do to move forward. So yeah, that transition period is really, really sometimes neglected, but so important. So that's the opportunity we have, that campus life experience while they're getting the skills that they need, the support that they need. And yeah, it's just been amazing.
Well, thank you for that. And it's really it's amazing what we're learning here today. In a moment, we're going to open up to a few questions before we get on to the next best thing for you guys and what's going on with your businesses and the next steps. But we'd like to open it up to the moms. Share what have you found amazing on this journey about Danny, what you found amazing about Katie, so we can hear from you and what you think folks should be taking from this podcast as far as awareness and togetherness and how we're all unique, really, right? Maybe would you like to kick it off?
Yeah. With Danny, I was really happy to learn that he really is proud of who he is and he loves himself. He's such a great kid, and I think a big hope with this book is that it helps other kids who, neurodivergent and neurotypical, to understand, neurotypical kids to understand the difference and maybe just create some more empathy and patience, so they, sorry, I don't want to make yeah, just so they can understand kids like Danny, and maybe make the journey through middle school or high school or elementary school a little bit easier.
Well said. Danny, that was your mic drop, right? That was your mic drop. Yeah. Stephanie.
So what I discovered through this journey of opening No Limits Cafe is really how intelligent our employees are. Because again, my own soft bigotry of low expectation, they are more like us than different. A lot of them might be cognitively delayed, but they have the same feelings, emotions, and wants and needs as all of us. They're human. And I want everybody to realize that they really are like us. They have, at No Limits Cafe, we have love affairs. We have friendship groups. We have also other things. Sometimes we have bullying. We have everything that every other workplace has. And they're like us, and they're so smart, and it's amazing when they don't have, no offense any parents, their parents around, or that they just get to be themselves, how much they have to offer, because there's nobody there. They're not looking over their shoulder. There's no one there telling them, don't say that, don't do that. Like they're brilliant people, and I hope that's the thing that I learned the most, and they are capable human beings, which I already knew. Otherwise, we wouldn't have started No Limits Cafe. But they know. A lot of times we tell parents, like, oh, your child did blah, 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 and they're like, no, they didn't say that. They couldn't do that, but they can.
Thank you for that. And really, Katie and Danny, you're an example of such strength and leadership for this generation and all the generations. So I want to thank you so much for being here. It's really powerful that we're all together, we're having a conversation about life, really. It's just life, right? And doing well and doing good and growth and development. So it's really just great. It's really awesome that you guys are here. We're lucky. And Jeannie, can we open up a couple questions from folks?
Sure. And what I see here, what you are giving is so much hope. There's that drop-off point where there's the what is it? 20? What's the drop-off point? 21?
It's called falling off the cliff.
Okay, right, falling off the cliff. What is it? 21 or when all the programs stop for all of the special needs students, and you're providing so much hope to so many families who really benefit from programs like you both are. Actually, all of you, all the guests today are providing hope. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So we have some questions.
Hi. So I just want to say to Katie, when your mom was a speaker at our Women in Business luncheon a few years ago, and you were there, and we heard that you not only went to college in Virginia, but you traveled by train to get there.
Yes, that's correct. I took an Amtrak back and forth, and I kind of liked it for the first time, but I kind of felt nervous using it, because I had to find a red cap, and which is most difficult thing, and I decided to take an Amtrak home. So for my first ride, it wasn't that bad. It took me about 4 hours to get home. So to my mom and my dad.
I just wanted to make everyone aware of her capabilities. They're absolutely amazing. Congratulations on just doing everything you can.
Yeah, so I've done Amtrak, and then I also took an NJ Transit to New York City, and to meet up with my brother Mark, and we just have amazing time.
You're a shining example of possibilities, so thank you for being that example.
Absolutely, thank you.
Right, and I just want to say one thing to Danny. Do you have any books with you? Because I'd like to buy one.
Right there.
Yep, we do. That one's mine. Okay.
Hi,
Sure.
My question is for both Danny and Katie. Maybe Danny could answer it first. I'm just curious what living a good life means to you.
it means that living a good life means that I actually enjoy my life. And I have the best mother in the world. And I couldn't do it without her.
So for my life, I would say I like to party, you know. I have a lot of vibes and stuff. So I'm pretty much like a fun person to go out to and reach out to people and live on my own as well.
Katie, I have a question for you. As a member of the TCNJ Alumni Board, I heard you mentioned TCNJ and its involvement with you. Can you express more as to what TCNJ is doing for you and others like you? Thanks.
What are you doing at TCNJ?
I'm actually coaching at the state games, and yeah.
Coaching at the state games? For swim, right?
Yeah,
Swimming?
for swim, yeah. Special Olympics, yeah.
In their pools, is that what?
I would say about like.
It's in the pool, yes.
Yeah, it's in the pool, yeah, always. And we stay in the dorms too.
Okay, I'll talk more after.
That's wonderful. We love TCNJ.
Yeah, and they actually just have a new partnership with Princeton.
Yes.
Which is really interesting. With TCNJ, their educational programming is, Princeton is very interested in that. And the neuroscience programming with Princeton, they have a reciprocal agreement that's starting in the fall of 2026 at TCNJ.
That's wonderful. Therese, you reminded me, we had No Limits Cafe on this program probably about, 5 years ago. And it was during the pandemic, and we had David Burke on the panel as well. We were talking about restaurants. And one thing that David said, it was so hard to keep employees. They just flake. They just, disappear or whatever. And we learned that the retention rate, right, for neurodivergent employees is like, 30% higher or something? There's some statistic that it's much higher, and that the employees are much better employees than neurotypical. So I just had to throw that stat out there. Did I get the stat right? What was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll have a couple more questions, and then we're going to hear about the next big thing.
Yep.
And then when we wrap up, we just would love everyone to come up and take a picture together with all of us. Yeah, hi.
Just real quickly, as Therese said, that's where it was years ago at the Women in Business Luncheon where we got to know you both, and it was fantastic. And then Tara and I and Therese and this team here had an after-hours event. It was fantastic. The service was great. I mean, we go there also as just, we love to just dine there, but it was fantastic. And I had an opportunity to be part of the team building at one point, so it's been wonderful. So, yeah, service there is wonderful.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that for the lovely comment.
I'll just add to Sherilyn's content. I invite everyone to go and have lunch at No Limits Cafe, because Sherilyn and I, whenever we can get away, that's where we choose to go, because you're supporting local business and such a great nonprofit. It's unbelievable to watch these amazing human beings in action. It truly is.
Thank you, Tara.
Hi, so a question I have is, since eventually I'd love to just have my own music therapy business, and I would love to be able to hire people that are neurodivergent. And I just wanted to ask, what do you think are some accommodations that workplaces can give to people who are neurodivergent to allow them to have a better work experience and more opportunities to get in the workforce? What are some, accommodations that workplaces can provide for people who are neurodivergent?
Thank you.
Might it be, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
2 mics.
2 mics, I know, I'm sorry. See what choices can do to you? But, so one of the things, and I'm just piggybacking on something that was said, that you had said, is the idea of training for businesses so that the employees feel more comfortable, the employer feels more comfortable, and the new employee feels more comfortable. So one of the things we are doing at Brookdale right now is we're looking into putting together a training program through our workforce development. That would be available to employees, and then we would hope that that would be the partnership where they would be hiring our students, because it is a hard introduction for everybody involved, but it's one worth going through. So I think patience and the willingness to know that maybe it's going to be a little slower intro, but once you get there, you'll have an employee, like as you said, they are reliable and they are loyal, and we can just build some great partnerships and provide some great services.
So if I can answer your question as well, I think it's important that if you're going to hire neurodivergent individuals, you just meet them where you're at. There's so many things that we do in the restaurant that we never thought to do, but it's what an employee needs, and anybody could do it. Just like I got it. Okay, one of our employees, he this is just a silly example, but he had to use this specific blender, and he had to press the button 5 times to get the consistency. But he had a hard time counting, so we just put like a piece of masking tape out, and with 5 numbers on it, or 5 dots, whatever, and he just would do it for the dots. Simple, easy peasy. Just stuff like that, that as you learn your employee, as you learn more about your employee, you figure out what the accommodation or a modification that they may need. So I think it's very individualized, and it's different for everybody. Like, we have some employees that can cut a hard butternut squash with a knife, but they can't cut soft bread. So when they cut soft bread, we give them a cutting glove, so they won't cut their hands, which they don't need when they're cutting something hard. So just wherever the employee is at, you figure out what would make it work best for them. And they're all things that any employer can do.
And maybe
Okay,
maybe just a brief follow-up. The use of technology, or perhaps wayfinding, or these kinds of things, software, maybe menu software, or things that are more tactile rather, maybe items that are integrated. As far, even the iPhone has various settings, whether it be fonts or different things, depending on what the dynamic may be, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jeannie?
So as Joanna mentioned, we work for a contingent workforce and staffing firm. And so we have many clients who are looking for associates, people who can go to work. My question is, if we wanted to get involved in, once students are trained through the No Limits Cafe, potentially presenting opportunities to our clients, how do we go about doing that?
You just contact us,
Okay.
and we will help you. We're small, so we will help you.
Yeah,
we have lots of people looking
the other
for
thing
jobs.
we do is we do a lot of coaching for candidates for interviewing and job seeking and stuff like that. So it might be a moment where we could get involved in assisting with that next step if there are certain people who are fearful of taking that opportunity. So
that would be wonderful.
Yeah, well, great. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's great. And I'm sure there's probably up something with Center for Adult Training, right? That you could share information.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh, sorry.
I know. I don't have a mic. So, yes, definitely, because we do have our first class completing their 2-year certificate program, and now we were in the process of finding placement for them in next steps. And one of the things that we are going to do, we're going to have an alumni association, so the students will always have a home at Brookdale. They'll always have access to the resources, to one another, and we can work with employees if something comes up. So it's an ongoing process. So we have a few individuals that are ready and able to work that are now moving out. So yeah, Brookdale would be a great resource for you also.
Thank you. Do we have questions from the students? Oh, in the back. Sorry. Hello. Hi.
Hi. This one is for the moms. What piece of advice would you give to parents that are raising younger kids that are on the spectrum and kind of in the thick of things and figuring out their path, what their hobbies are, and getting them to stick with it? Because, you guys authored or wrote out a book what piece of advice would you give for moms that are kind of in the thick of parenting?
I couldn't hear the question.
I couldn't hear.
Jeannie, can you clarify the question?
I'm just asking for some piece of advice that you would pass along to moms that are raising kids on the spectrum, for kids that are a little bit younger. What piece of advice would you give to us moms?
For
Advice to
moms
young
of
kids?
younger children,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
3
Yeah.
and 4 years old, what advice would you give a mom?
Just
With-
patience, and find the support. The therapy is I guess it depends. Are you talking about young children? Yeah,
Like 3 and 4 years old?
Yeah, so Danny was nonverbal. And then we put him, as soon as he got into the public school system, within 3 months he was saying 50 words. So, I would also say don't listen to everything the doctors say, because we were told he wouldn't ever talk, he wouldn't have friends, he probably wouldn't work, he wouldn't do well in school, and he beat all those odds. So I would definitely say, just find your own path, and don't, the doctors aren't always right about everything. Your kids can surprise you. And I just, patience.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And even if
Okay.
it's well-intentioned, it's a soft bigotry of low expectations, right? That seems like a, yeah.
Okay. We have another question here.
So part question, part comment. So comment is around like planning, financial planning to help support whatever the needs might be. We do work with families from a special needs trust perspective. So if there are additional, call it levels of financial support that are necessary to, again, live out your life, we love working with families. We work with a number of them. And then Frank wanted to ask a particular question as well.
I'll add in on what Derek said there. So one of my partners, his son has Down syndrome, and it's a big part of what our practice believes in is supporting families with special needs and making sure that planning side of it and the type of support that they are going to require throughout their life is something that they're thinking about, right? So I guess two questions. One, for the moms, what have you seen from like a planning standpoint for yourself just around, how to support your children has been helpful for you? And let me ask Katie a question. So she could answer that first, and then maybe the moms could jump in on just around like planning for things. But Katie, do you like to cook?
Yeah.
Okay, I love to cook. Love it. What's your favorite thing to make?
Oh my God. I have so many recipes that I like to make with my dad. I would say ribs because, it's popular for me.
That's fantastic. I love making ribs too. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm getting hungry now. Any questions?
Oh, do you want?
Can you share a real example of how neurodivergent talent made a positive impact in your organization?
It was sharing an example. You could project your voice a little bit. Yeah.
Share a real example of how neurodivergent talent made a positive impact in your organization.
By expanding it, how has your organization impacted the community? Your organization, but also the community, right?
Like a positive impact in your organization. Like what's like an example, like one big example that made like a really positive impact on your organization?
So
You mean it made a positive impact on the community? Yes, the community.
on the community, okay, because our employees are the positive impact. That's why we have No Limits Cafe. But I think on the community, what it's created is a lot. Which I hope it created is a lot more awareness of the capabilities of people with intellectual disabilities, and that they can also make good food. We knew people would come one time for the mission, to see what it's all about, but you have to have good food for people to come back. So another positive impact is that it is a cafe, regardless of who the employees are, that has good food. And I hope it really created awareness in the jobs that we've placed people in, employees that work at No Limits and other places, and our trainees. Many of those are people that have come into the cafe and said, you know what, I want to hire somebody with an intellectual disability. You know, I can do it. And I have to be honest, not all of we don't train everybody just for the restaurant business, because nobody really wants to work in a restaurant business. I don't. And if I knew how hard it was, we'd be a thrift shop. But there's no other jobs for them to get. So when we place people, we've placed people in daycare, offices, car dealerships. Yes, mostly restaurants, the majority, but we try to help them with what they want to do, with what Noreen said, with exploring what they come in with an idea of what they want to do. Like, for example, people come in and they want to work in a pet shop because it sounds great, you love animals, but we'd like to take them to a pet shop and say, hey, okay, this is what you've got to do. You've got to clean up the litter box. You've got to clean up dog vomit. You've got to sweep the floors. It's not all just about being with the cats and the dogs. It's working and doing all the other things. So I think we've made an impact also on our employees, showing them that not every job that you have is going to be, you know, the best thing in the world.
Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, we have time for one more question, and we're also going to raffle off the Enchanting the Sea with My ADHD by Sherry LaRosa. Okay. So, Sonia, why don't you just pick any business card there? Pick one of the cards. And here, read the name.
The winner is Frank. You? I couldn't see the last.
There we go. Hey, congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
The last question.
I guess my question is, what's something you wish more people understood? I know it's a little general, but for many.
All right. Let's go Danny. Go Danny and then Katie.
I wish more people understood about my book.
Well, they can order the book, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And when people read that book, what are they taking out of it?
Taking out of.
Like we're all perfect just the way we are.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah, it is true.
And Mom's a little bit more perfect.
The way we are.
Yeah.
Yep. She's the most beautiful lady.
Well, without strong families are incredibly important. Or the support network. So really, to all the moms and dads, and uncles and aunts and everyone, it's all. Well, we're all together. Katie, want to answer that question too? Yeah.
Absolutely. I actually love that question, by the way. I want people to understand how feelings get involved. And, I have feelings too. And the most hard thing for people, they don't understand how impact works. And I understand how impact is very heavy, but to understand how people feel in their real life right now is it's kind of tough. Like, I have been doing tough things mostly, but I do go to a therapist about it, and it's heavy, and everything that for me, I would say to understand how they felt, and also for me as well.
Katie, thank you. That was profound. We really appreciate your thoughts. Thank you. So as we wrap up, for Stephanie, Katie, Dawn, Noreen, and Big Danny, our author and our swim coach, what would you like folks to leave with today? And as we wrap up, just parting thoughts that you'd like to share for the people that are watching, either streaming or here in person.
I wish that a lot of people would read my book and understand about what autism is. And I hope that everyone
Go ahead, say it. Whatever you're thinking. It all matters.
and many people understand what autism is when they read the book.
And they will.
Yep.
Thank you for that, Danny. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Katie?
I want to say thank you to the world and also our fans who are supporting No Limits. And really amazing, inspiring, truly everything, being here with my mom, she's like the most iconic woman, and she's wonderful to have. And also for my family, thank you. I want to say thank you to our hostess as well. I would say he's very iconic too. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Katie.
All right, that's enough for me.
Thank you so much, Katie. And Stephanie, Noreen, and Dawn, we'd like to
So
bring us home.
So I would like to say, especially to our young students over here, the next step for No Limits Cafe is we believe that the next generation of leaders is coming out of college. So we are scaling our program, and we will be opening up at a major university in the fall. I can't say the name yet, but it's a big one, and we'll be having a No Limits Cafe at this college campus, and hopefully that idea will have a snowball effect, and other colleges and universities in New Jersey will open up a similar place, so people, the next leaders, could see what these amazing people are capable of, and hopefully hire them in when they're done with school.
It's okay. I just want to thank you guys for having us. Thank you to everybody who's bought the book and supported us. And we just hope to keep, spreading awareness. And that's it.
Well, you've accomplished that in spades today. You really, really did, Dawn. Noreen?
Yeah, so I think just what everyone is saying, the same thing. And as we educate these young adults and send them out into the world, we're hoping that what that will do is that will grow awareness. And as a community, through training and understanding, we could change things, that there is an openness to this, because it's a direction we're moving anyway. So I think we should just embrace it together. And my experience with these students is I've learned more from them than they have from me, that's for sure. I think they are truly the true teachers. And so we just have to be open to learning those lessons. So that's my hope, is they go out, they just, prove what we're trying to say, give them a chance, and they'll make the community a better place.
Thank you so much, Noreen. Yeah, and there's a word that is really imbued in Bellworks here. It's the word inspired. Ralph Zucker, his creativity and his vision, even his name of his company, inspired by Somerset Development. And so it's a really important word. Now the Chicago Bellworks, for Monmouth, so many different things going on, where he embraces all of the diversity in the community here and beyond in the region, really nationally. So Danny and Katie, we're going to have the whole audience say the word inspired at one time, nice and loud, right? Is that a great word, inspired? Because I can tell you, you've both really, truly inspired us today, you and your families. So what do you think, Danny and Katie? You want to do a countdown? 1 or 3, 2, 1, and then everybody's going to say inspired, nice and loud, for Mr. Zucker and his team here. How does that sound? You ready? 3, 2, 1. Inspired! Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. All right, we'll take a picture, and I know this fella has to go back to school, and folks, enjoy the rest of your day. Please share the content and inspire someone today. Thank you.